welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a close and detailed look at the new 2025 Honda Rebel 500 bike that continues to refine what a modern cruiser should be, blending style, approachability, and performance. Whether you're a first-time rider looking for a confidence-inspiring bike or a seasoned enthusiast in search of a stylish daily rider, this year's Rebel 500 brings some exciting updates worth talking about. Let's dive in. First impressions matter, and the Rebel 500 has always stood out with its slow-slung, stripped-down design, and in 2025, that look is even sharper. The front end greets you with a minimalist but aggressive stance. The round LED headlamp remains a centerpiece, framed by matte black forks and small but effective LED turn signals. The lighting cluster now gets a slight tweak in design. It's subtly sleeker, with a more refined bezel, giving it a more premium look. Honda's choice of blacked-out finishes across the forks, wheels, and headlight mounts continues to give the Rebel that stealthy urban cruiser feel. Moving to the side profile, this is where the Rebel 500 really flexes its design ethos. The teardrop tank has a beautiful flow that complements the low, stretched appearance of the bike. For 2025, Honda introduces new paint options, including a deep matte navy and a muted crimson that catches the light just enough to stand out without being flashy. The proportions remain one of the Rebel's biggest strengths: short, compact, and clean. The exposed frame and mid-mounted foot pegs give it a slight cafe-copyright racer vibe without straying from the cruiser DNA. The engine casing and exhaust system retain the blacked-out treatment, and the exhaust design has been slightly reworked to improve airflow and deliver a deeper, throatier sound. From the rear, the Rebel 500 keeps things tidy. The bobbed rear fender hugs the 16-inch tire, giving it a muscular, planted stance. The taillight setup is minimal: a small LED unit mounted just beneath the seats with flanking turn signals. There's a new rear grab handle this year, seamlessly integrated into the frame, which adds functionality without ruining the clean lines. The license plate holder is positioned just right, functional yet unobtrusive. Honda's attention to detail and maintaining a cohesive design all around really pays off, and the Rebel 500 continues to look like it belongs in a custom shop straight from the factory. Climbing onto the Rebel 500, you're met with a familiar but subtly improved cockpit. The seat height stays low at just under 28 inches, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The seat itself has been recontoured for better long-ride comfort and comes with improved padding for the 2025 model. The materials feel more premium this year: a grippier texture and slightly firmer foam that supports you better on longer rides. The handlebar position remains upright and relaxed, giving you good leverage and control, whether you're in city traffic or cruising back roads. The instrument cluster is still the circular digital unit, but it now offers clearer visibility in daylight and has a slightly higher resolution. The display includes speed, fuel gauge, gear position, and trip meters, all easily accessible and readable. Honda hasn't gone overboard with tech, and that's kind of the point. The Rebel 500 keeps things analog where it matters, providing a pure riding experience without overwhelming you with unnecessary distractions. In terms of storage or additional features, there's minimalism by design. You won't find saddlebags or windshields here unless you opt for accessories, but the Rebel 500 is built to be customized. Honda offers a wide range of bolt-on options, from cargo racks to different seats and cosmetic add-ons, encouraging owners to make the bike their own. Now, let's talk about performance, where the Rebel 500 quietly impresses. Powering this cruiser is a 471cc parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and smooth as ever. It's the same reliable motor found in other Honda machines like the CB500F and CBR500R, and it delivers a balanced mix of torque and horsepower that's perfect for daily riding. You're looking at about 46 horsepower and just over 30 pound-feet of torque, enough to be fun without being intimidating. The throttle response is crisp, and the 6-speed transmission is slick and precise, with well-spaced gearing that makes city commuting effortless and highway rides comfortable. Honda has also refined the AQ mapping for 2025, smoothing out the power curve just a bit more for a more predictable throttle feel. The clutch is light, thanks to the assistant slipper mechanism, which also helps reduce rear wheel hop during aggressive downshifts. Handling remains one of the Rebel 500's strongest qualities. It's light, agile, and flickable, much more so than you'd expect from a cruiser. The low center of gravity and compact chassis mean that lane splitting, U-turns, and tight maneuvers are no problem at all. The front suspension uses standard telescopic forks, while the rear features twin shocks with a bit more travel this year, offering a slightly plusher ride over rough roads. The suspension is not sport bike stiff, but it's well balanced for the kind of riding this bike is meant to do. Braking is handled by a single front disc and a rear disc, with ABS standard for 2025. The braking setup isn't aggressive, but it's confidence-inspiring. Lever feel is progressive, and the overall stopping power is more than adequate for a bike of this weight and speed. It's the kind of setup that makes you feel in control, not overwhelmed. Fuel economy is another big plus. The Rebel 500 sips gas at an average of around 65 miles per gallon, and with a 3-gallon tank, you can easily push over 180 miles before needing a fill-up. For riders who want to keep costs down without sacrificing style or reliability, this is a major win. Now let's talk pricing. The 2025 Honda Rebel 500 starts at around $6,899, a modest increase over last year's model. That price gets you the standard version with ABS, and depending on your region, you might see slight variations. Honda also offers accessory packages ranging from touring kits with backrests and bags, to more stylistic upgrades like different lighting and cosmetic trim. For what you're getting, from build quality to rideability to long-term reliability, the Rebel 500 remains one of the best values in the midweight cruiser class. And that brings us to the big question: who is the Rebel 500 for in 2025? Honestly, it's for almost everyone. New riders will appreciate the low seat height, manageable power, and forgiving handling. Experienced riders will enjoy the refined feel, lightweight, and customization potential. It's not a long-haul tourer and it's not a high-speed sport bike, but it never pretends to be. It's an honest, beautifully made middleweight cruiser that delivers everything it promises and then some. The 2025 update doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it didn't need to. Honda has taken a proven platform and made thoughtful, meaningful upgrades, improved comfort, slightly better suspension, enhanced visuals, and that same bulletproof engine all add up to a bike that's incredibly hard to criticize at this price point. If you're in the market for something stylish, reliable, fun to ride, and easy to live with, the Rebel 500 is absolutely worth a test ride. And as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you planning to check out the 2025 Rebel? Would you go for this or something like the Yamaha Bolt or the Royal Enfield Meteor? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more motorcycle reviews, tips, and riding adventures. I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe.